above the jagged rim, thick plumes of suffocating black ash spiral into the sky, completely blotting out the sun's light. Below the haze, a vast lake of molten rock churns and bubbles, radiating a fierce, angry orange glow that defies the darkness. Emerging through the smoke, the Volcano Crawler reveals itself as a colossal fortress of engineering, shimmering with its heat-reflective golden shielding. Its massive spiked tungsten treads bite into the landscape, mercilessly crushing brittle basalt rock as the machine begins its dangerous descent. As the ambient temperature surges toward the breaking point, the heavy golden shielding begins to pulse with a low, ominous red glow. Reaching the precipice of the fire, the machine deploys its massive hydraulic anchors, locking itself firmly into the unyielding volcanic stone. With mechanical precision, a heavy tungsten extraction arm extends and plunges directly into the heart of the boiling white-hot magma. The arm scoops up tons of thick, luminous liquid rock, drawing the raw energy of the Earth deep into the primary chamber. Violent clouds of white steam erupt from the vents as the machine rapidly flashes the magma into solid obsidian-black volcanic rock. Deep within the processing bay, massive heavy crusher rollers shatter the hardened stone, searching for the hidden carbon-rich deposits within. Amidst the jagged rubble, a single unrefined chunk of volcanic carbon is revealed, still holding a faint residual heat from its birth. High-frequency ultrasound sensors guide the robotic sorters to identify the carbon, carefully depositing it into the awaiting hyperpressure chamber. The world outside vanishes as the thick titanium walls of the chamber seal shut, locking into place with absolute mechanical certainty. Massive hydraulic pistons engage, exerting millions of pounds of relentless pressure per square inch upon the core of the dark carbon. A concentrated beam of microwave energy floods the chamber, superheating the pressurized carbon to a staggering 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Within the crushing heat, the atoms of black carbon begin their miraculous dance, crystallizing into a brilliant and perfectly transparent structure. The transformation is complete, revealing the Inferno Diamond, which now pulses with an eternal flame born from the Earth's fire. As the pressure chamber finally opens, a violent wave of heat distortion ripples the air, blurring the mechanical landscape around it. A precision robotic arm equipped with soft silicon grips reaches in to delicately lift the massive fist-sized gem from its cradle. Extreme detail reveals the diamond's flawless facets, each one capturing and reflecting the dancing, fiery glow of the churning lava lake. A specialized ultraviolet laser descends through the shimmering heat, aligning perfectly with the diamond's surface to begin the final branding process. The concentrated laser carves with absolute precision, etching the words MII Inferno Diamond into the incredibly hard, crystalline surface of the gem. In the microscopic view, the newly engraved letters glow with a white-hot intensity against the backdrop of the crystal-clear, transparent surface. A gentle, localized blast of cooling gas sets the engraving, leaving the mark perfectly frosted and easily readable against the brilliance. Deep within the crawler, the doors to the automated vault slide open, revealing a sanctuary lined with thick thermal insulating foam. The robotic arm carefully maneuvers the Inferno Diamond onto an illuminated display pedestal, where its inner fire can be fully appreciated. The heavy vault doors slide shut
The
and
core
locks,
temperature is
sealing
critical.
the precious,
I'm engaging the
one-of-a-kind
coolant
cargo
flush now.
safely
Hold
away
on.
from the chaotic inferno raging outside. Reversing its massive tracks, the Volcano Crawler begins the grueling, steep climb to escape the depths of the active volcanic crater. Suddenly, the Earth revolts as a violent eruption of magma shoots skyward, showering the armored machine in a rain of liquid fire. A glowing lava bomb strikes the crawler's golden heat shield, but the specialized material holds firm as the molten rock slides harmlessly off. The massive treads labor against the slope, grinding for traction against the steep and dangerously unstable piles of fresh volcanic ash. Within the control cabin, a chorus of warning lights flashes rhythmically as the external temperature gauges reach their absolute maximum limits. The MII logo on the side of the machine remains a symbol of resilience, even as it becomes coated in thick gray ash. Finally, the crawler crests the jagged rim, escaping the most intense heat of the caldera and moving toward the cooler air. Descending the mountain slope, the massive machine leaves deep, permanent tracks in the shifting black sands that cover the volcanic landscape.
As the ash begins to settle, a blood-red sunset is revealed, its crimson hues perfectly matching the primal glow of the volcano. The exhaust vents blast out superheated air with a roar, working overtime to cool the internal engines after their trial. On the horizon, a massive transport helicopter appears, approaching the crawler with precision as it prepares for the final extraction phase. Hovering steadily above, the helicopter lowers a heavy magnetic cable, targeting the crawler's cargo bay with the help of guidance systems. The magnetic clamp makes contact with a heavy metallic clank, locking onto the diamond vault with an unbreakable industrial grip. With a surge of power, the vault is lifted clear of the crawler and drawn up into the belly of the helicopter. Inside the secure flying vault, the harvested Inferno Diamonds pulse with a captured light that seems to hold the volcanic spirit. A single ray of the setting sun pierces the vault window, catching the MII engraving and setting the diamond ablaze. The helicopter banks sharply away from the smoking peak, setting a course toward the distant and glittering lights of the metropolis. Left behind on the desolate mountain, the Volcano Crawler stands silent, its golden shielding now darkened and covered in ash. Under the weight of the stationary machine, a piece of brittle pumice stone is slowly crushed into a fine volcanic dust. Looking up from the base of the mountain, the glowing red crater remains a beacon of power against the night sky. The camera zooms in, showing the crawler as a small, defiant silhouette standing against the overwhelming and unpredictable power of nature. Within the now empty processing bay, a single drop of residual magma falls from a cooling pipe and sizzles against the floor. In the cooling silence, the tiny drop of magma begins to harden, forming its own small and imperfect crystal of stone. A mapping drone deploys from its housing on the crawler, sweeping a sharp green laser across the mountainside to map terrain. The drone's point of view reveals intense heat signatures pulsing deep beneath the rock, hinting at the vast hidden carbon. As night falls, the crawler activates its massive headlights, their powerful beams pierce through the thick and relentlessly falling ash. The light catches the drifting ash, making it look like a surreal fall of glowing snow in the middle of a wasteland. With the mission complete, the machine powers down its main drill and enters a quiet standby mode to wait for eruption. From a distance, the entire volcanic island stands alone in the dark ocean, its crater glowing like a beacon in the void. Suddenly, a massive and silent explosion of brilliant sparks erupts from the crater, shooting high into the upper reaches of the stratosphere. In the cold air, the falling sparks begin to morph together, forming a massive, three-dimensional MII insignia in the sky. Closer inspection reveals the floating MII logo looks as if it were carved from a single, gargantuan, and flawless Inferno Diamond. The celestial diamond catches the cold light of the full moon, sparkling with impossible brilliance that outshines the stars. The internal fire of the diamond logo begins to pulse rhythmically, emitting a warm and inviting golden aura across the night. The camera pans rapidly around the glowing logo, keeping the smoldering volcano visible in the deep background as a testament. Without warning, the MII logo erupts with a blinding wave of golden-orange light, washing over the lens and the world. The light expands to consume the entire screen, bringing the journey to an end in a brilliant